Thank you, Governor Murphy, and it is wonderful to be back in New Jersey, the home state of my husband, and a place where I've spent a good amount of time over many years. I want to thank you, Governor, for your role of leadership. You and I talked when you greeted me on the tarmac, but your signature on legislation to remove all lead pipes from New Jersey over the course of 10 years, which is a relatively short amount of time, given how long this issue has been an issue, is extraordinary and is part of the role model of how we are looking at what we can do as a nation. So thank you for the warm welcome always. Mayor, I thank you. Newark, New Jersey is such an important place in our country for so many reasons, in terms of its history, in terms of its vitality, in terms of its contribution to who we are as a nation. And this has been a long-standing issue, and you came in, cut through red tape, made this a high priority, and have now made it such a role model that for the administrator and I, who have taken to a road show to talk about the importance of removing lead from pipes and paint, we came here at the beginning of this tour to highlight what you have accomplished here in Newark as an example and a role model of what cities around our country are capable of doing. I thank you for that.
Thank you.
I thank you for that.
Thank you.
We purposely designed this visit today to hear from our community leaders, but we know that the work that can be done as a nation on eliminating this lead, which is having a profound impact on our children, on our most vulnerable communities. We came here because these are community leaders who are also role models for the nation, where we have met many community leaders, administrator, around the country, who have been the voice of conscience with clear purpose and commitment and courage to propel this issue in a way that we would act, and act in a way that was not incremental, but about achieving what we know is possible, which is to get rid of this problem. It's hurting our babies. Over half of the children of our nation who are under the age of 6 are at risk on this issue. It is well documented, and at this point without debate, what this does in terms of impeding the God-given capacity of our children to learn and to thrive. It is a public health issue. It is an equity issue. It is an issue of education. It is an issue of whether we are willing to invest in our future in terms of investing in our communities. All that is what is present on this topic. So I thank the community leaders. I thank the elected leaders. I see my dear friend, Senator Cory Booker here, and Senator Bob Menendez, the chairman of a most important committee, especially at this point. And I want to thank you too, because I have served with them in the United States Senate, and I know, based on personal experience and as a witness of what they did in the Senate to make sure that federal dollars would come to New Jersey with speed and priority to address this issue. So I want to acknowledge and thank the senators for your role of leadership. You deserve a lot of credit for that. Chairman Pallone, Congressman Donald Payne, we have talked about all these issues so many times. You are incredible advocates for this state, for this district, for the district you represent. And I appreciate you always reminding the President and me of what is at stake on the ground on this and so many other issues. So thank you for that. And again, I want to thank the community members. We'll get into a more in-depth conversation. I'm about to pass the microphone over to the administrator, but I cannot tell you enough how important your roles of leadership have been to remind community leaders around the country that when you speak up, often with great frustration, but with great purpose and courage, it matters and it makes a difference. You all are role models for community leaders around the country who may have, through their frustration and pain with this issue, have thought that and wondered whether it makes a difference. You all are proof that it makes a difference. It makes a difference. So I thank you for that.